Someday you're gonna be crying. Yeah, you've been laughing pretty, baby. Someday you're gonna be crying. Further on up the road, you find out I wasn't lying. Further on up the road, someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road, someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road, darling, just you wait and see. Work's done and the weekend's here. I'm up at dawn, gotta make it clear. The hunt is on, I'm feeling that fire. Got FOMO bad and I'm down to the wire. Rolling out in the morning light, chasing that beast that's out of sight. Got my spot all picked out right, gonna score that bottle tonight. Oh, but the whiskey tubers got there first, left me standing feeling cursed. No JD, no Wild Turkey's best, no Russell's 15 left on the shelf. Guess I'll see if I like the rest. Charlie, Jeff, and Rob SS, sipping up all the liquid joy. Cast 529, got the last sweet sip. Guess I need to learn to double click and hit scribe quick. Walk in the store, see a big guy there. I asked, did you score? What did you say?
I could reach out. That could be one of our things we do. You know, we're talking about doing these commercials or these ads or these videos for these different products. I can reach out to a manufacturer that makes it, but hey, get one and you do the video. And sit there and go, oh. I'm riding the bike and going
with the glitter in my hand and bourbon.
No doubt that.
All right, no, hold on, Torp. It does not say who is in my ass. Oh my God, it does. If you separate it, it says who's in my ass.
In my ass.
Oh shit.
Who in my ass?
My systems. I'm starting to become immune to fresh. This doesn't even bother me anymore.
That's right.
Oh.
I'm like, that smells pretty good.
Oh shit. Damn. All right, hold on. That none of that counted.
None of that counted
because I was trying to do something.
Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday night.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Usually introduce yourself.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm Jeff,
I'm Beth.
I'm Charlie.
and welcome to Bourbon and Ballz
And that
Tuesday
camera
night
crooked.
special.
Camera
And
crooked.
here we go.
No problem.
Looks fine.
Let's get better.
Okay.
That's much better.
You know what? It's probably the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's the same. Hold on. Hold on.
You got an angle too far this way. There you go. There. Now you're going too far that way. There you go. That's good. Right there.
There?
Yep.
Okay.
That works.
All right.
If it ain't audio, it's video. Hey guys,
All right,
welcome.
guys. It's still crooked.
It's not crooked.
Oh, this is gonna bug me the rest of the night.
What is crooked? What is
The
it?
whole thing, the whole camera angle's crooked.
I don't understand where you're
Does
going.
anybody else see it crooked? Besides Charlie? I see what he's talking about. There you go. That's
You're talking about the back wall
yeah.
shelving.
Hey, I look at this back wall.
Okay, so now, all right. So now move it to the right. There you go.
That's worse.
Well, while we're trying to figure that out, and by we I mean Charlie and his weird ass.
Oh, wrong way.
We're still going.
I'm not messing with
All right. Okay.
it. Is it fine?
Oh my gosh. Anyway, welcome tonight. We got the video camera going now. You're in for a nice little treat tonight. We got Marlene Holmes here from Milam and Greene. We got a special release that we're going to be talking about, a little experiment that they've been doing. So it'll be interesting to see what that. I like that Texas color. Nice dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's all tingly.
Break the potatoes. They all have me some of them big mustard.
All right. Well, let's say cheers. You guys are.
And we got an extra special surprise with Beth here tonight.
Oh yeah, that too.
So
All right. Let me fix my mousey. All right, guys. Let's say hello to those who are on, and we'll get going with the announcements and get on with our live guest. I don't know why it sounds so
I
excited.
like my radio voice. Our live guest.
oh boy.
All right. I'm sorry. All right. Tort. I can't see. All right. Tort. Cheers. Dave. Cheers. Welcome. I appreciate you guys coming on. Tammy Adams.
Tammy.
I get it right every time.
What are you gonna say, Tommy?
He says Tommy because his eyes are so bad he can't see the A from the O. Of course, I can't see anything either. So, anyways, we're off to a great start. David Tanko. Hey, which by the way, Mr. Tanko, thank you for joining our Patreon, which we actually have a special Patreon announcement here in a minute. We just add stuff just to be add when we can.
Yeah.
So, cheers to you. Thank you very much. And let's see here. Gandy, cheers, buddy. Thanks for coming on.
Did you get Volsang?
I did get Volgasang.
Okay. Cool.
We always get Volgasang. Almost be like a verb. You got Volgasang. I'm not sure what that would mean.
That hurt.
Everybody got Volgasang. All right, Jenny B, hello. Cheers. Thanks for coming on. Artfully Bourbon. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. Scott over there. Whiskey Bill. Thanks for coming on. Cheers to you. Let's see here. Alan. Where's Alan? Oh, yeah. Alan Adams. Cheers. Thanks to you for coming on. Appreciate you as always. Keith Glandon. I'm going to make that announcement here in a minute. Cheers to you for coming on. Keith had an idea earlier, and I'm going to share it with you all to see what you guys think. Matt B, the OG. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you. Shauna. Yes.
Happy belated birthday, Shauna.
And it's their wedding anniversary this week, and it's Brian's birthday. All in 1 week.
Well, that's a lot.
And
That's
they're
a lot
going
of
on
money this week.
And they're going on the first barrel pick this week.
Nice.
I know.
Nice.
Can they add
Busy.
anything else to their
Well,
tape?
happy ahead birthday, Brian, and happy anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
What did you just say?
Ahead birthday.
They said I
Yeah.
don't know what the.
Move along. Move along.
I thought you said happy head birthday.
No.
I'm
Move
like,
along.
all right. Let's see here. Wilmington Piper, cheers. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you coming on as always. I enjoy Wilmington Piper during the Google Meets, by the way. It's always good to.
But not live. We don't.
No, I enjoy him live. I'm just saying. You know what, Wilmington Piper, you know what I'm saying. He knows what I'm saying for sure. David B. I already said yes. If it's not one thing, it's another on a Tuesday night. Yeah, today was the screen. Who'd have thunk? That was completely on me. Tom Black, cheers. Welcome. Appreciate you coming on. Let's see here. Yes, hashtag Texas, by the way, for the free sample giveaway. And while we're mentioning it on the bottom of the screen, our special super chat tonight actually is pretty cool. It's going to be the entire 12 proof or 12 sample set, all 100 proof that we had a few weeks ago at our private tasting. It's going to be blinded to you guys and with an answer key. And you guys could do the same exact blinds that we did and see if you come up with the same answers. So you'll get 4 boxes. Is that right, Jeffro?
Yes. No, 3 boxes.
Oh, my math is wrong.
Yeah.
3 boxes.
4 and 3. Yeah.
Yeah. 3 boxes of 4. Okay, I'll move on.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, Rye Guy, cheers to you. Thanks for coming on, as always. And don't forget hashtag Texas. Brian, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you as always. Let's see here. Who else do we have? Mr. Richie J. Yes. Hello, amigos. My Mississippi friends. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Complete sense.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then we have Zach.
Zach.
Yeah, Zach. I got a bottle coming your way, and you know what I'm talking about.
Brian.
Cheers to you.
Wilmington Piper, did you get him?
Yes, I did get Wilmington
Cool.
Piper. We were talking about Wilmington Piper earlier.
Or I don't listen to you. I don't know.
We were talking about the Google Meets.
Just,
Never
I haven't had enough to drink yet.
mind. Tom Black.
We already said Tom Black,
Okay.
but we can do repeats.
Yeah. Like,
You know, every time you do a repeat, you got to drink. Fresh.
Nope.
Miss Lori J, cheers. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you. John Shea, hey, thanks again for coming on. He is from Yorktown, Virginia.
Nice.
Yes. Dave Boglesang, thank you for the super chat. You will be entered in the 100 proof blind set, the whole entire set, that is. Thanks for coming on. And then, yeah, Wilmington Piper was saying how he knows, meaning that the Google Meets are fun.
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Lip Service Crew, cheers. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate you as always. Charlie Sauce, yes, I know. let's just get that part out of the way. Yes, David Tanko, please, if you guys could hit that like button. It helps us. It helps all the YouTubers out when you guys do that when you're on the show. Believe it or not, it helps their algorithm. What are you doing?
I'm just putting
Getting ready?
Just putting it right there.
All right, David Tanko, yes, you will be entered into the 12 sample blind set, if I said it right. I have not said a bad word, minus when we first got on.
We're working on it.
Yeah, you're trying to get me to say something.
I cuss like a sailor, so
Mr. Barner, cheers. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you. Hey, CA Scotty. Yes, Beth, nice to see you on back on the set.
thank you. It's nice to be back.
Oh my God, eat that up. No, I'm glad you're back.
Okanagave.
Yes, Okanagave.
It's almost Pride Month. Be getting off of that.
Oh, my.
Agave, sorry. Oh, this ain't easy.
This
It's like reading a teleprompter.
What's actually what you're doing?
Oh, okay.
the right guy.
Wilmington Piper, honestly, good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Hit that like button as well. Thank you, Mr. Piper.
Tom Morrow. Right?
I can't even get through the whole this scroll, man. I appreciate it. It's just I can't even call this stuff right. Good call, Jeff. Yeah, on the probably on the fresh would be my guess. All right. I think we got it. Yes. Okanagan.
All right. Good deal.
All right, let's get through some announcements and let's get Marlene on here. You know what, by the way, Marlene's our first repeat guest as far as when it comes to distillers.
Yes, as far as distillers, yes.
Yeah, I can't wait. She's awesome.
Yeah. Just real quick, want to mention we talked about the Cast 529 New Riff meetup on June 7th. So if you're interested in that, Brian or Sean, if you want to put the link up to be able to purchase tickets for it, but that is June 7th at 11. What time does it start?
Noon.
No.
Okay. And then don't forget this Thursday, the 29th is Mia Albal. She will be here. If you remember, she formerly with JT Mellick. Now she's
Whoops, hold on. I'm not supposed
her.
to say that yet. Whoops, sorry. There you go.
What are you doing?
Sorry, that I blurted that out literally prematurely.
Yeah, and then next week we got Ed Bly. We're gonna have the old Stubborn and the old Wagner with Ed Bly next Thursday.
It's like old stubborn. What is it?
Old Wagner and old Stubborn. I guess it'd be old Stubborn 3.
I thought it's old Wagner.
That's what I said. Old Wagner.
You said L Wagner.
I said old Wagner and
I heard
old
it.
Stubborn.
I heard L too.
All right. Well,
That's a
I will say this, minus us tasting that bottle, or the liquid, I mean, that is one of the best looking bottles I've ever seen. It's pretty nice. You got to look at it. It's online.
Genie in a bottle kind of thing.
I don't see how
pretty
they
cool.
made that. I think that cannot be cheap.
Yeah.
So, all right, very good. We got
You had a quick announcement.
I do. So, see what you guys think. We're gonna try this on for size. We're gonna run this almost like in a beta way, meaning that we're not going to fully run it the way we want to, but we'll see if this concept even works. So I think what we're going to do, Keith is going to help. I swear, Keith, you have several questions. So do I, man. I have several questions too. God bless Keith. I can't even concentrate right now. Keith, you're messing me up. So Keith and I talked earlier on the phone, and he's one to play. He likes the casinos. He likes the poker and all that kind of stuff, and I do too. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to try it and see how it goes. If it works correctly, we don't screw it up too many times. We're going to have this more often. So in the initial one, I think this Monday, we're going to announce more of it on Thursday. We're playing with the software to make sure that it works. As long as it works. Monday, we are going to have a poker night. It's going to be off camera, everything else. Where it's Texas Hold'em, the winner of the bottle, the winner of the tournament, gets a Cast 529 Wilderness Trail barrel pick. Signed. This go around, there'll be no cost. So whoever wants to play can play. I think we have up to, it's like an unlimited amount of players that can play.
100, I think it says.
Yeah, and we're fine.
Yeah.
So it'll be a fun time, and we'll do this through like Google Meets and the software to where we all could be on Google Meets and be on our phones and play. And then we at least it almost simulates being at the table. We're all talking in real time, and like it's free to play. So if you don't even though you don't know how to play poker, you may not have the expertise, it'll still be fun to play. But we Texas Hold'em, we're going to do that Monday night at 8 p.m.
Right.
So more news to follow on Thursday. But right now we're toying around with the software. Keith and I are going to, and Jeff, we're going to play with the software for the next 3 days. Weller. And then we'll fully announce it and how we're going to roll it out. Well, since it's unlimited, it's going to be for patrons, by the way. That's the one thing I had to add. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Pay Patreon.
Yeah. Pay patrons will be
for the first round.
That way it keeps in beta.
Yep.
So, all right. That's my announcement.
Okay.
And then also we have a study session tonight of the movie Stripes.
Right.
For Cast 529's trivia tomorrow night.
Yep.
Never seen it.
great movie.
Yeah, it is.
So, all right. That being said, that's my announcement that I usually do. So, without further ado,
yes,
let's bring on Marlene Holmes from the award-winning Milam and Greene.
Yep.
Hey,
How you doing?
guys. Hello.
Let's
Hi.
not forget to say she is a current, most recent Hall of Fame inductee. Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you, Beth. We have not met one another, so pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure's all mine. I'm excited to be here tonight to talk with you.
I am excited to be here as well. Yes.
So welcome back, right? It's been a minute since we've last seen you guys or seen you. It's been probably right after the festival last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we introduced, which, by the way, I'm not sure how much you followed it. Yeah, I know it last fall because we introduced her very small batch in our Bourbon of the Year,
Right.
and it did quite well.
It came in the final four.
Yeah, it was in the final four of our 16. It was blinded.
Right. Oh, I was watching, Charlie. Trust me,
Okay.
I was watching you guys. I was, I was tickled with that. That was good.
Yeah, and it's blinded too, so therefore, it's no BS, and we kind of do what we want to do as far as what we what we think about it, and all that kind of stuff. But we're excited for what you're coming on tonight to announce whatever you want to do. Do it however you want to do it. I know Jeff's got some questions and things like that, but this is your evening to kind of introduce your guys' new bourbon and tell the world what's going on.
Okay. Yeah. Well, again, thanks for having me back, you guys. So Heather and I started an experiment. Actually, it's been a little over 5 years ago. And we were just standing in the rick house here one day about 5.5, almost 6 years ago. And we had just received our first barrels from Kentucky, the fall run we did in 2019. And we had just received some of that distillation from that run. And we was just standing there. We was real proud of our barrels that we had barreled up and had it in the ricks. And Heather said something along the line, wouldn't it be fun to compare, the climate between Kentucky and Texas? And so we just kind of chatted back and forth. And before we know it, we had officially decided to do an experiment. We had the name as far as the answer. We had the answer, but basically it's the same distillation from Kentucky. It's our mash bill. It's 70% corn, 22% malted rye, and then the balance being the malted barley. And we let it set and age for a little over 5 years, and we just closely watched it as far as the color change, the taste, the proof on it. And that's what we're coming out with. We've got a party this weekend here at our distillery here in Blanco, just outside of Austin. But we bottled these up at cast strength. They all went into the barrel at 115 proof. The Kentucky come out at 108. I think it's 108 and some change. And the Texas come out a little bit higher. The Texas come out, I believe it's around a 116.
So over 117. Yep.
Yeah. So that, and that was, kind of what we were anticipating to happen there with that. But, and we've got it bottled up. You guys have got, I don't know if you all have the same bottles.
No, I got the small ones. The
You got the sample bottles? Well, these are the 375s.
Oh, wow.
So let me focus on that.
They'll mimic those bottles you've got, but they're just absolutely gorgeous. So these are the 375s. And then to top it off, we've got this beautiful box that we'll set these in. Yeah. And it's a wooden box, and the bottle will sit in like so. And it's just gorgeous. I'm so proud of this experiment, and we're just super excited about it. People ask us all the time, well, how does bourbon whiskey age down in Texas? And, we get that question quite often. So now we've got the answer to it, and we can share that answer with folks out there like you all and people that are listening to us.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, when we first met, and I had never had any Texas bourbon whiskey or anything. And I think it was like one of our first questions is, how does the Texas climate compare with Kentucky or Indiana or something like that. And so I'm glad to see that you now have figured it out, because I mean, I'm impressed with the color of Texas. This
Right.
color,
Yeah.
that's nice looking.
Yeah, that was the first thing, that we noticed was the color change on it. We pull samples pretty often, and at about 6 or 8 months, we could really see that color starting to come on. Whereas opposed in Kentucky, it took a few months longer to get there. But yeah, that's the first thing people will notice in these bottles, is that the Texas has a richer, bolder color about it, and the Kentucky is what you expect. It's kind of got that light amber, that honey, a little bit of a honey look, and it's beautiful as well. The color on both of them, I think, are gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, which would you like for us to try first, the Kentucky or the Texas?
Well, I say let's go with the Kentucky first. Let's try the Kentucky first. And again, as you can tell, the color there is a real nice light amber, a little bit of a honey.
What a great concept!
Yeah.
I can't get over the concept that you guys thought about this way back when, and the fact that you guys are, listening to your, consumers. When they have questions to you, you're actually putting it to good use, and I can't wait. I can't wait to try this. I've been looking forward to this. This is great.
Yeah. Like I said, this was just a little brainstorming chat that Heather and I had in the Rick House. So it was just something solely an idea that come up here at the distillery in a conversation, and Heather's just has that. She has that mentality, that attitude about, well, why not? Let's do this. Let's try something a little different. And she is very supportive of looking outside the box, reaching outside the box, and doing some different things. And like I said, we had consumers quite often, especially outside of Texas, that would ask us about, how the climate affects the whiskey here, and it certainly moves it along. As you can tell by the color and the taste.
Now, are you the first to do this? Because I've never heard of anybody else doing this experiment. Are you the first ever to try this?
We are the first to do this. We are the first to do this. I think maybe there might be a few distilleries that have, that have moved a few barrels, within an hour of their facility. But we're 1,100 miles. Two totally different climates. You like today, it is so hot in here right now. I mean, just sitting here, I'm breaking out in a sweat. It's like it's humid here today. It's about 95 degrees, and this is the end of May. And I know the weather up in Kentucky is a little more pleasant than that.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's cool here.
Yeah, cool and rainy. It's like a fall day. I mean, it's
Right.
like 50, 60 degrees and wind.
Right.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's give us a taste. The nose is great.
The nose is great.
This is a cask strength, you say?
It is, yeah. So this Kentucky would be 108 and some change, like 108.2, 0.3.
Oh, it's nice.
That is very nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I got to ask, and maybe I don't know. Maybe I wasn't listening. I'm sure I was. But I have when can someone buy this?
Yeah, great question. It goes on sale tomorrow here at the distillery, and as well as online, and then we've got a big party this Saturday.
So do you have a time? Your time zone? What time? Like 10 o'clock or something, or what time will you think will be online?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I do not have the answer to that. I'm not real sure what the time will be tomorrow.
No pun intended.
Yeah, right. I can find that out. I can find out, and
well, I guess what I'm asking too is, are you guys expected? Is this how limited are we looking at?
Yeah, 800 cases. So each case has 3 units in it. So you've got, the math on that's 2,400 units.
That's
So
not a whole lot.
it'll go pretty quick. It'll sell pretty fast. There's no doubt about it.
And then what's the SRP on something like that?
$149.
Okay.
$149. Yeah.
Yeah, especially for it being an experiment, and they're 375s, and I mean that is a heck of a price. That is nice.
Oh, according to the website, it says 16 hours, 34 minutes left until I guess you have a countdown on the website.
Okay, great. I was going to suggest folks go to the website. You can find out, anything that needs to be known there. Yeah. So thanks for that.
That was
Grady.
Gandy.
Gandy, thanks for that, Gandy. You're on it, man.
We call him a lot of things, and Gandy's one of them. And, there's some other things that we might have nicknames. We're waiting for him to get a tattoo, but that's another show.
So this Kentucky is just, it's just easy to sip on. It's kind of what you would expect, I think, out of Kentucky bourbon. It's just real easy to sip. Even to me, I don't think it tastes like it's at 108 proof.
No,
not
it doesn't.
quite that high.
It's sweet.
Yeah.
It's got a nice honey on the front end of the mouth. It's got a nice honey taste to it.
Yeah.
I really enjoy.
Yeah, and it's got
Not overly sweet.
no, and it's got your traditional bourbon, Kentucky
Mhm.
bourbon notes. It's smooth. It's vanilla, even some cherry, and they got a good mouthfeel on it. Nice little bit more butterscotch.
Maybe a little more butterscotch than honey for me. But I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
I get a little cinnamon. I get just a little cinnamon in the middle part of my mouth to my throat, a little cinnamon on it, maybe.
So, guys, I put the website up on the in the comments. I pinned it up at top. You guys can go to milamandgreene.com, but we pinned it for you. That way it's easy. Gandy, thanks for putting the website address on there. People can easily go ahead and bookmark it and get it ready for tomorrow.
yeah, I kind of get that too a little bit, Marlene. Now that you say that, I don't know if it's just because of the power of suggestion, but it's almost kind of like those little cinnamon red hot candies, maybe a little
Right.
bit.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is very good.
Yeah. The sweet notes come in, and then I get a little bit of that cinnamon on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think people are going to love it. I think they'll
absolutely.
enjoy it.
For sure.
Yeah.
And as far as the Texas one, I mean, I just poured that. I'm going to assume we're probably going to be a little bit more oaky, a little bit more of a woody kind of. just by the color, I can just see that.
Yeah. And I describe Texas as having their own style. They've got their own bourbon style. So to me, it's a little more bold and aggressive, taste-wise, color-wise, and all. To me, the Texas was more like a molasses. I got a little bit of a molasses taste there, a little tobacco in it maybe. So these are just a little over 5 years old.
So this is the same exact mash
wow.
bill, and this is basically distilled in two different places.
Ooh.
These are way two different bourbons,
Wait,
Yeah.
and this is darker.
And
I dig
If
this.
that's a way
the
to-
Texas one.
Yeah, this is darker and richer.
Yeah. It's the same, Charlie, it's the same distillation aged in two different locations, basically. We barreled it and we brought down, I think we brought down that first time about 30, 35 barrels. So this was just a handful of those barrels that we just, after we had that conversation, we just let these barrels set. They sit in the same location in the Rick House now for over 5 years.
No.
And,
No, go ahead.
there's a lot of drill holes in the end of some of the barrels where we pulled multiple samples, just to keep up with it to see how it was coming along.
Yeah. I tell you what, I mean, no offense, Kentucky, but man,
I like the Texas one better.
Texas
one is-
blows this one away.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do like the
Really
Texas one. It's livelier, it's punchier, it's more bold. It's got more flavors.
I think
Yeah.
it's more of an advanced drinker. The Kentucky
Oh,
one, I
that's a good
think,
way
is
to put it.
pretty easy to drink. It's a good introductory bourbon, but the Texas one, that's a smack you in the face and say, hello, bourbon.
That's right. And Beth, that's a great way to put it. That's how I feel about it too. The Kentucky style is just real easy to sip on. Maybe it could use another year or two, a couple of years, setting that barrel a little bit longer. But the Texas whiskey, man, is ready to go.
Yes, it is.
Man.
Well, cheers to you guys. This is a fabulous experiment that turned out really well.
Yeah.
And I would be real curious. You say you still have some barrels sitting in Kentucky, right? You still there?
We do.
Okay.
Yes.
I'd be curious to see what happens, like you said, in another year or two, what that Kentucky does.
Yeah.
Just
so I do have a question. I know you guys are selling this in bundles. So if one would ever prefer the other over the other, which I'm kind of hinting that I do, is there ever a chance or ever a thought where you guys ever go separate on these two and sell them as standalone bottles? Or is this one of these things that someone needs to try both to understand both?
Well, Charlie, that's a great comment and question. Our bottled and bond that we have, that is our Kentucky whiskey. Now, the difference is that bottled and bond is not aged totally, completely, here in Texas. It mainly stays in Kentucky, and then we bring it down to finish out for the last few months that it's in a barrel. But it spends the majority of its time in Kentucky. So that would come close on the Kentucky side of things. And then on the Texas side of things, we've got a grain to glass that we bottle and we just sell here in Texas. But the difference being there would be that is pot stilled. You can see the pot still sitting behind me. That would be pot stilled whiskey. Okay. Yeah. So those are not exactly the same, but they're
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost out of this, as you can tell.
This is
very good.
I hear you.
Well, my address is.
I hear you. Yeah. So, we do a lot of different things. We just always have, that's who we've been from the beginning, is embracing a lot of different things out there and batching, mingling. We've got grain to glass. We've got Kentucky whiskey. We've got some from Tennessee. We've got some from Indiana. So, we do a lot of different things, and we have fun batching it together and mingling up and coming up with some really great whiskeys for folks to enjoy.
Yeah, and not to clear this up, and we had this conversation before, the Tennessee whiskey is not what we think it might be.
It is not.
No, there's no way.
Okay.
Right.
There's no way, but I'm telling you. So real quick, to remind the guests the viewers that are watching right now, it's hashtag Texas. If you guys want to get in on, Jeff will make samples out of this.
Yep.
You guys get, and I'm being honest, guys, it's going to be probably a 1 ounce sample.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, just because we have very limited supply of it. But I plan on myself tomorrow. I'm gonna buy definitely a pair of them.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, and for folks out there that are live in Kentucky or live in Indiana, Illinois, there will be some allocated cases going to those states. So just be on your toes, and they'll pop up. I know Benny's in Chicago will have some. In Indiana, I'm not real sure. Down in Kentucky, I think we've got some folks in Bardstown that'll have a few cases. I'm not sure about Party Source, if any are allocated to them or not, but folks can certainly check there for sure.
Mm-hmm. And as far as shipping, I mean, you can ship it pretty much anywhere if we order it from your website. Okay.
Yes, you can. Yes, that goes through a third party. Outside of the distillery, but yeah, you can buy it and then ship. And if I'm not mistaken, Jeff, I think if it's like over $50 or something like that, shipping's free. I believe on that. So and that certainly clears that. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well.
So I do have some questions from the audience.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to go back to where we are because our chat is pretty active. But I know one of them just Torp. He is asking, I know this is kind of off topic here, but obviously it has to do with Milam and Greene. Are there any future projects on cigar cask?
We not at this time. Now we do have another release coming out in August. It's something new that we've got coming out, but it is not along the line as far as the cigar. And I'd love to do that at some point. I have people again, consumers asking, hey, what whiskey, pairs up great with a cigar? I'm not a smoker. I can't answer those questions. But now, when it comes to whiskey and the cigar, I'm hoping that later down the road that'll be something that we'll tackle.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I can suggest, if I can, is if you do use like an Amberana type barrel, don't overdo it because sometimes Amberana can get a little, strong. There's some really good cigar batches or bourbons out there that have just a hint of that Amberana, just to give it some of that extra flavor. But we have seen them overdone too. Yeah.
There's a couple here in Texas that have crossed that bridge, and they've done a great job with it. They have done a fabulous job. Yeah.
So our next question from Lip Service Crew asks, what level in the rick house do you know, or is this all batched to where there's not really a level on maybe each bourbon?
Yeah, our rick houses, we can go four barrels high in our rick house. So they're the shorter, they're not the 6 and 7 story that you'll traditionally see. But now these barrels went in on too high in the rick house, and that's where they set for their whole time. So
is that Texas or Kentucky?
That is in Texas. Now
Okay.
in Kentucky, I'm not sure what floor they were on in Kentucky. That
Okay.
I need to find out. I need to find that out. Good question.
So Keith, and we may answer a few of these things already. So pardon me on if we covered this already. Keith Glandon is wanting to know, maybe tell us a little bit more about your distillery. I know we're big fans of you, and we had you on months ago about that. But for those who did not catch that one, that's tuning in just now, is maybe tell us a little bit about your distillery and other bottles available.
Yeah, so we're located in Blanco, which is right outside of Austin, actually right in between Austin and San Antonio, a little less than an hour. And it's just beautiful here. Blanco's a small rural community, and it's just magical here. It's a part of hill country, and we've been here now for 8 years. And as you can see in the background, we've got a couple of pot stills. There we go. We've got a little 300-gallon pot still and a 1,000-gallon pot still that we run every day. And then I go back to Kentucky. I actually was in Kentucky a couple of weeks ago working with the guys there at Bardstown Bourbon. And so we work with the folks up there. Our mash bill, when we do our production runs there in Kentucky, it's not just a generic mash bill. It is our custom mash bill, sweet mash with our yeast strains. And so the difference being, column still versus pot still distillation. But we've got our core items are our triple cast, 3 different aged whiskeys. That's our number one seller. We've got a rye whiskey that we finish out in port wine barrels. That's just the most amazing. That's the most award-winning label we have is our rye whiskey. There you go.
Yeah, there's not much left of that either. There's not much left of much of your stuff around here, I got to say.
Yeah.
So compliments to you all.
Forbes magazine picked that up as the best whiskey in the world, and the American Craft Spirits Association a couple of years ago, it won best in show and best in category there. So it's been amazing for us. And then we've got a single barrel that, those barrels are hand picked. And we've got our bottled in bond. You guys pulled that one out a while ago. That one we just introduced a couple of years ago. And then the unabridged. Yeah. So the unabridged is released generally late summer, and it's cast strength. So our portfolio, man, you've got a pretty good little show in there.
Well, I'm just saying, like, we love you guys. I think what you guys got going on.
Yeah, we ran out of the single barrel.
Yeah. The portfolio was small in comparison to, a lot of the big legacy distilleries, but, there's something there for everybody. They are the bottles, the notes, and what's in them are so diverse that there is something there that everybody will find and they'll love.
Yeah, and I've a bottle that's not here. It's sitting on my shelf at home. Is your Hall of Fame bottle, the Hall of Fame blend?
Oh, cool. Right?
Yeah. So I have not cracked that one.
I appreciate you not bringing that over. What are you doing? What are you bringing that over?
I brought it over.
Of all times,
I know.
Tonight's the night to bring it over. You don't even bring it over.
I know. I forgot.
Well, you don't go too far.
Yeah.
So
you guys, if anybody had told me 35 years ago, this is 35 years I've been distilling. If anybody had told me 35 years ago I'd be here and I'd be a member of the Hall of Fame, I'd say, oh, you're crazy, but it's been the opportunity here with these folks have been pretty amazing.
But I mean, you're starting your career, right? If I remember correctly, the Beam family, right? They helped you out.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's where I started. I call it learning from the old timers. As a matter of fact, when I was in Kentucky a couple of weeks ago, I had lunch with some of them. And, most of the guys are retired now. But the guys that I learned the trade of the business from back in 1990 when I started had already been in the business for 15 or 20 years. And it was very hands-on. I can remember crawling in the top of the column steel and crawling in mash cookers and in fermenters and inside those big old bag houses, for our grain. And, that's where I started out 35 years ago. And it's been pretty awesome.
Well, you guys are, pretty well awarded. I mean, you got Heather, was Master Blender of the Year, 2 years ago?
Right.
You were the Master Distiller last year, and now this year you're Hall of Fame, and all your awards on the bottles. I mean, for 8 years, that's a pretty impressive record.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So women in whiskey, it's a very niche thing. I mean, there's not a lot of women in bourbon, women in whiskey. And coming from the beer side of things, we have a group called Pink Boots Society where women brewers get together to talk about the industry, but we also do a brew once a year all together where we go to different breweries and it's a women brewed beer and it's all from various breweries. Is that something that you guys do?
Wow, I love that. I love that thought. That would be a lot of fun to do that. Absolutely, Beth. That'll be something that we might need to talk about over a cocktail one of these days.
Absolutely.
That would be pretty cool. There's more. You see more women now. I think when you get in on the craft side of things is when you'll really see more women involved. In the brewing and the whiskey side of things. But, there's been women, there were women at Beam back in 1990, when I went to work there, but it was always just kind of behind the scenes, work that we did back then. And, but to have the opportunity like I've had here, to come down and work with this group of folks has been pretty amazing. But yeah, I love that. I love that idea.
Yeah.
So Keith has a question or maybe a comment. How cool it would be maybe 2 years in Kentucky, then 2 years in Texas. But you guys got something similar to that already. Is that correct?
That would be our triple cask. Has some of the younger whiskeys in it. That's our number one seller that we've got. That's got like a 3.5-year-old Texas whiskey, 5-year-old Kentucky, and then a little older 9-10-year-old whiskey that we batch in there.
Okay.
But when you hit that 2-year mark, at that point, as far as I'm concerned, my taste palette, it still needs just a little bit more time on it. A few more months here in Texas. But, a lot of people kind of cringe when they hear that, oh, it's a 3-year-old whiskey. It's like, that's too young. But, when you batch it and mingle it with older whiskeys, it really offers a lot on the taste sides of things. It really makes an amazing, a really nice blend.
Mm-hmm. I got a text from a viewer. He's watching. I don't know why I didn't put it up in the chat, but he's wanting to know your rye whiskey, your straight rye port wine cask, the awards that it's won. This label's kind of faded. You know what kind of award that was?
That necker on there, Jeff, is Wine Enthusiast, 97 points. So that's the highest point score through Wine Enthusiast. But Wine Enthusiast has scored all of our bottles, and all of them are in the 90s.
Wow.
I think the triple cast maybe was a 92, and then that rye being 97, and all the other ones are falling right there, right in between those two. Yeah.
Wow.
So Keith has another question. What are the bottles? Well, we all could probably answer this as far as what are the bottles would she recommend from the website. She's going to tell you all of them, if I'm going to be honest. But obviously, a lot of them go to their website, honestly, and they're well decorated, and they all won awards. I mean, the rye is the best in show. The whiskey of the year. It speaks for itself, but. They're all unique to what you were looking for, I guess is the best way for me to put it. Would that be right, Marlene?
And that would be accurate. The one that is really a big, has been very, very successful for us as well. And it's only been out not quite 2 years as well. And that's our very small batch. And I think you guys tried that last fall. And that one's at 108 proof. So if you like a little higher proof, 108 proof, and then we use the staves off of those port barrels. When we dump that rye whiskey, we toast those staves and drop it down in the vat with that whiskey to help us with that very small batch. So, there's a range there, anywhere from 94 proof up to that unabridged that is around 116, 117, 118 on the proof on that. So there's a range of proofs, and there's a range of flavors that we bottle and offer out to people.
Yeah, I think we're out of the very small batch too.
Yeah, well, we don't have that at all. We've been out of that, and that's again that tells us something as far as a testament to what you guys do and all that kind of stuff. I know you kind of hinted about it a minute ago, and maybe that's as far as you'll go with it. But I got to ask anyways, and maybe put a little pressure on you. You mentioned something about a future project. Are you allowed to go any further than that, or what can you tell us that maybe is on the horizon for Milam and Greene? Granted, what you're doing today, I think that's got some mileage on it for a while, for sure.
Well, for 2,400 bottles.
Yeah, 2,400 bottles. But then people are going to start talking about it, reviewing it, and then of course FOMO sets in, and then we're all going to want some more. Which, by the way, is this going to be like an annual release at all?
No, now this answer, it'll be a while before we'll come back with anything, along this line. We've got to get some more time on these barrels. So it'll be a few years. But as far as, something new, we've got something new coming out in August. Actually, it is what it is we've been, again, listening to the consumer, and we've had consumers ask us about a whiskey that's even a little lower in proof. So we've got an 80 proof that we're going to come out with. It's a new bottle look for us, but I've tried it. It's really, really nice. It'll be something that a beginner, if you're new to the whiskey scene, or if you just strictly want something that you can sip on, it'll be a great introduction to that. it'll also be something that, people can enjoy in a cocktail as well. But we've had a lot of people ask us about something that's just a little bit lower in proof. So that'll be the next thing on the horizon.
I love how you guys started from the high end and work your way down, because that's our wheelhouse as far as the Texas heat and what it all brings to the consumers and all that kind of stuff. So, and I know a lot of times it's the opposite. Sometimes people want it, and that's fine. That's a great business model. But for Milam and Greene, at least for our taste buds, at least for my taste buds,
right?
You guys do cast streets right out of the gate. To me, I freaking love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of all over the board there with the proof, especially. Yes.
Oh yeah. Is there something you want to do that you haven't got to do yet, Distill wise?
Yeah, I'd like to. I'd like to dabble a little bit more in grains, different kinds of grains, like the Jimmy Red corn. I'd love to run some of that. We did do a couple of splashes of some red winter wheat a couple of different times, and it's coming along really nice, but we've only got like a handful of barrels. It's just something we experimented with here in our pot still that I think will be really nice. So I'm more into the grain side of things, trying different grains. I know that we're kicking around thoughts of doing finishes in a different cask, maybe a rum cask or something later on down the line. But yeah, there's always going to be something that'll be new on the horizon. That's, like I said, that's been our MO from the beginning. And, we had our Castle Hill series to start with. Then we had our Wildlife series, which has been a huge success for us. And then we've got our Unabridged that comes out once a year. So, we'll dabble in some different things here and there along the way. Yeah.
Dave Vogelsang says that Gandhi, who we mentioned earlier, the tattoo guy, let's just call him that, gifted him a bottle of Unabridged. Very good. So, and Dave Vogelsang, he's been around the block to where he's one of these viewers that he has tried. The man has got more bottles than I don't even... Yeah. We can't even compete with. So for him to say it's very good, he's had a well-rounded palate. So kudos to you guys on that one. There is a question.
Appreciate that.
Torp asks, best meats to pair with your whiskey. What's your opinion on that?
Oh, wow. We've got a 0300 barbecue here in Blanco. And, I love a good brisket. And their brisket is fabulous. And their sausage also pairs up well with any of our whiskeys. I mean, trust me, when we have friends in, we go to 0300 and cater food in, and their brisket and their sausage pairs really nice with any of our whiskeys. I've had them multiple times.
Now I'm salivating.
Now I'm thinking maybe we need to find ourselves a barbecue around here and bring something in.
I'm thinking I need to go to Texas. It sounds like.
Torp says Unabridged is the only one I've had here in Iowa. Gandhi again. Gandhi is a nice ambassador for you because he's passing out samples to everybody as far as Milam and Greene. He said it was super tasty, and of course it didn't last long. So again, another compliment to you guys as far as how well you guys are doing now.
Yeah. That I love that he says that about the Unabridged, because if people twist my arm, that's my favorite out of our lineup. I love them all, but I just love that raw, out of the barrel, uncut, lightly filtered. I do. I love that taste, and that's what I get in an abridged. That's as close as you're going to get to thieving something straight out of a barrel. Yeah, I love it.
Man. All right, do you have plans on being at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival this year?
My plans are to be there. I do. I plan on being there, absolutely. We have a great time. We've been there the last couple of years, and it's just, you just can't beat the atmosphere in Bardstown in September. It's beautiful weather, and it's a great group of people, and absolutely.
Yeah, Charlie and I will be there this year again.
So we'll stop by and say hello to you again. I can't wait to see you again in person. It's one thing that, we'll chat here. I know you and Jeff chat through other means, but it's always nice to see people in person. And I know you got some personal connections as far as around this area as well. I know you mentioned that from time to time.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a lot of friends up in that southern part of Ohio, northern Kentucky area, and actually making my way back there here in about a month for a little get together for some of us. So, and there'll be some Milam and Greene on the table. There's no doubt about it.
Well, if you think about it, lonely old us. If you're up here, let's stop and have that cocktail if you got
Yeah,
some time.
absolutely. Have a cocktail while you're in the area.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
Guys, real quick, Keith sent me a text, so you guys know. The Unabridged at Party Source, they're having their own sale, whiskey sale. Unabridged is half off right now for $50 freaking.
Wow, that's a steal. Yeah,
that's a Party Source.
Steal.
Oh wow.
Yeah, right. I bought it at 100.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know Party Source had it. I actually bought it through your guys' website and got it shipped that way.
Yeah.
Because I wanted it so bad.
Wow. That's
So
a heck of a
$50.
deal.
Yeah,
Jeez.
while supplies last, I will say that.
Yeah.
If I was there, I'd go buy some bottles of it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Keith, for that. So that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, man. Gosh. Well, hey, we do appreciate you coming back on. Hope we're going to see you again sometime soon. We'll have you
Well, we'll
back.
see you here in a few months.
Well,
I'll
have you back on the show as often as you would like to
Yeah.
come back.
real quick. There's one set of bottles that we have not talked about, and I have never got my hands on it, and it sells out in a jiffy. It's your animal series.
Yeah.
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 What is that exactly? Can you explain
Yeah.
it to me? And
Yeah.
then
That's our wildlife series, Charlie, and that's another that will give you an idea of how the Texas heat influences the aging process. We
Okay.
bring those barrels in. Now, originally they were coming in. It was some Tennessee whiskey that we had, and we would let it age a couple of years in Tennessee, and then we would bring those barrels in to Texas and let them finish out for 2 or 3 or 4 years. And man, the heat just, like I said, the influence on the color and the taste is amazing. And the proof always went up on them. And so we've changed that up a little bit this year. In the past, it's always been 1 barrel.
Okay.
Now we're going to offer 2 barrels. So 1 barrel will be offered online that people can buy online. And then there will be a barrel sold strictly here at the distillery. And it gives more of the local folks, the opportunity to get their hands on some of those.
I didn't
But
realize
part of the proceeds go to the national parks or the state parks here in Texas.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
that's why I
Yeah.
never did any.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, to your guys' credit, I try to get online and get it, and I mean it's gone
Yeah.
quickly gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's generally gone in about 10 minutes. But with us offering up 2 different barrels,
20 minutes.
it might last 20 minutes, right?
Well, great for you guys, man. I tell you what, we love having you on. If we could just,
Yeah.
be a little closer, man.
I
But you know
know,
what, you
right?
guys, I love the experiment. The same mash bill. My vote, honestly, today would be Texas.
Nice.
I know Kentucky folks wouldn't be too happy, but it is what it is. It's more bold, more brash.
Right.
I like what it does.
Mhm.
Yeah. We had a big launch last week with just a bourbon group in Austin. And it wasn't really split. I'd say about 2/3 of the group really enjoyed the Texas, and then the other third enjoyed the Kentucky side of things. And it was for different reasons, but palates are different for people. And I think the Kentucky being just a little easier to sip on, folks enjoyed that. But then you've got those folks that, like that, as Booker would say, when they drink my whiskey, I want them to know that they're drinking whiskey. And that's what you get with Texas whiskey.
Oh,
And this is by no means overdone. You know,
No.
we
No.
didn't overage it. I think it is at a really good point as far as the taste profile on it.
Yeah, it is fantastic. It really is.
Thank you for sharing it with us. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks for the time. You know, we're a little small independent outfit. You know, you can see behind me a little craft distillery, you know, and we're just a lot of whiskey geeks that enjoy and have a passion for what we do, and we love what we do. So
Yeah,
I appreciate the time.
yeah, and you know, we've said it before. I mean, our focus is on the craft distilleries. I mean, we've had some of the big boys, we've talked to them, but you know, the type of products that you guys can put out as quick as you can get them out, and as quick to pivot when you need to. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, and just, you know, the quality seems to be, it's not like, it's more quality than quantity, you know, and that's kind of where our focus is the craft distilleries, just because they're just so much different options.
Yeah. Well, you know, we've got our core products that are always available: the triple cast, single barrel, very small batch, and what am I leaving out? The triple cast. They're always available. Those others, you know, they will grow as our inventory grows, but you know, we don't dump anything before it's time, and we taste everything that we do. You know, to us, it's about the quality that's in that bottle. We want to serve something up that we're proud of to serve to company that comes to your home. That's Absolutely. Just how we see it. That's how we see it. Yeah.
It comes through for sure.
Cool.
It does.
Nice. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, very good. One last question. And I know I don't want to take up all your time, but real quick, Torp is asking about any barrel finishes incoming. Would you consider real quick, that triple cast, would that be considered or no?
No, not on the triple cast. The very small batch, you know, with the staves being dropped down in the vat, you know, kind of sorta can be considered a finish maybe. But the rye whiskey for sure finished out in those port wine barrels. Definitely. Okay. Yeah, definitely so.
All right. Well, very good. Well,
yeah, I do appreciate you coming on. And like I said, you know, next time you're in town, get a hold of our friend, or you can reach out to me and we'll get together and we'll have that cocktail.
We'll have that cocktail. Yeah, for sure.
I'd love to.
Very nice meeting you finally.
Oh, yeah. Yes, ma'am. You too, Beth. Thank you.
And if anything, we'll see you at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival.
Yeah, we'll see you in a few months.
Look forward to it.
You have plans on like Bourbon on the Banks maybe, or is it any other festivals you plan on going on in Kentucky area? Or
we don't. That one right now, the Bourbon Festival, is the only one. You know, we're a really small outfit. I mean, I think here in the next 6 weeks, I'm bouncing in about 5 different areas of the country, which I'm not complaining. I love every minute of it, but you know, we're small, and we've just kind of got to pick and choose, you know, where we can go and how thin we can spread ourselves.
Yeah.
That reminds me, a supporter of the show and a guest as well, Mark Gillespie. I believe you were on Whiskey Cast not too long ago. Last episode.
It was Heather.
Or was it Heather?
Heather.
Yeah. Yes.
Heather, yeah. Heather was on. Yeah, talking about the answer. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't caught that yet, go on to Whiskey Cast. That's in my queue to listen to. I think it's the latest episode.
Yeah, I listened to it yesterday. I think.
Okay, yeah, so very good. You guys are everywhere. I'm sure you're going to be on a media blitz for the next couple of weeks, like you said. But I appreciate taking time out to come visit the little folks like us, and we can't wait to see you here in a few months.
Yeah, well, thanks for giving little old folks like us the opportunity. Absolutely. Right. Works both ways, Charlie. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much.
Right.
Yeah. See you
guys.
All
right. We'll see you.
Yeah,
All right.
See you, man. Thanks, you guys.
All right. All right.
Well, there you go, folks.
Cool. Yeah.
If you have the opportunity, like she said,
that Texas one was good.
Yeah.
The Kentucky was good too.
Yeah.
Ain't
the
gonna
Kentucky
lie.
was good,
was really good,
but you know, if you got the chance and you can get on their website in the morning, you know, that's Texas time. It's going to be 16 hours or 6 hours or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
From now, I would definitely. That's a definite.
Well, if it's only 2,400 bottles.
I know it's going to go quick.
Can you do me a favor? I hate to do this on live air. Can you get the sample bottles out? I want to see what we got left out of this.
Yeah.
Because we haven't poured your guys' samples yet for you guys to win this. I want to see what we got left to see what we can do, if anything, for maybe another consumption or maybe another giveaway. We'll see. In the meantime, while Jeff is getting that ready, it is #Texas. If you guys want to have a chance to win at the free giveaway, and you guys will get, Jeff, what will they get? They'll get both of those, a sample that it'll be 1 ounce.
Right. And then there's 2 other samples of the
Milam
Milam and Greene. One is the unabridged and the other is the bottled and bond, I think.
Okay. All right. Very good. So hopefully you guys sign up for this one. It is #Texas. And then if you guys saw already the big super chat giveaway, we had a tasting about 2 weeks ago. It's a 12 bottle blind, as we have mentioned before. It is the entire 12 sample set that you guys will get. They're all 100 proof, and they will be sent to you blindly with an answer key that you guys can kind of figure out which ones you guys liked. It's 12 samples, so it's going to take you a minute. Usually it takes us, what, 2.5 hours?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, because we like slowly go through it.
Yeah, we don't blast through it. We take our time and give everybody the opportunity to, especially like guys like Bob that likes to.
Oh, he'll sit there and savor it.
And savor it and try to pick out every note that he can find.
Yeah. So the next one's going to be in, I think it's the first Saturday in August. I'm telling you this, Beth, because you make it. Because Cast 529 is coming down for the tasting.
First Saturday in August.
Yes.
I'm doing the schedule at the brewery now, so.
Oh, there you go.
I got that night off.
Brian and Shauna actually coming down. I think they already got their hotel. They're coming down for that tasting. Private tasting.
It'd be a good weekend too, because it is the blues festival that weekend.
Oh yeah, if they want to come down early, they can,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll do the blues festival. I don't want to put pressure on them, but anyways, so it'll be a good time.
Okay, so we got looks like we're gonna have just one sample. I don't think we're gonna get another.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not even a half an ounce, I don't think.
Well, I mean.
Let me see what I can do.
Yeah, see what you can do, and then maybe we'll run another one. So, all right, Stan, thanks for the super chat. Good luck on the drawing. Welcome back, Beth. I hope one didn't have to do with the other. No, I'm just kidding. And then William Hall, thank you very much, sir. He is in for the 12 100 proof sample set. I'd be curious. Did we ever give him we gave him our answers, didn't we? What came in first? Didn't we?
I don't think we did.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, because we also told him what came in last.
Well, we told them what coming.
Yeah, I won't say it again because maybe some of you guys forgot and maybe you guys didn't hear it, and therefore it'll be completely blind. So we won't say it. But nevertheless, let me get Stan signed up for the.
Pretty close.
Can we do another one?
Pretty close.
All right. Well, it's better than nothing. I mean, I'm sure everybody would appreciate that too.
Yep.
So we'll do two of them. Jeffro.
Yeah.
And then William Hall, I have you down for 2 ducks. I better put William Hall. I got burned on it last time.
Yeah.
And I can't give away 2 sets of 12s. Which, by the way, we have another set, which we will do that in our Patreon drawing. Does that sound right, Jeff?
Another set of
the blinds.
Yeah.
So I can't mess this up because I can't duplicate it.
Yeah, well, I mean that's it. I mean, this is I can split them in half if you want me to.
What, and make 3?
And I'll just make 2 even samples.
You know what? Wait a minute, has that already been drawn up?
Mm-hmm. This is what's left. These puppies are empty.
As long as you don't spill it. That's probably the fair thing to do.
Okay.
Let's do that. Okay. All right. Let me get everybody in the super chat. We'll run that here in a minute. Jeff is going to make things fair. So we tried it once.
Pretty damn close.
Good job, Jeff. Everybody, congrats Jeff for doing this. Appreciate the work on this one. All right. Oh, show me the proof. Oh, I'll get you in. Sorry.
Proof.
You guys still have a few more minutes on the super chat, just
I don't know
because
what's happening.
I know. Just we're about to do the free drawing. We're gonna do it twice, and then we're gonna do the duck race, and then we'll see if we have enough time for a study session. We'll see how far we go. We don't live it long, but I don't think crap. I guess should put him in. All right, hold on.
Hey, while he's doing that,
Go ahead. Oh, yes, go ahead.
if you happen to be in the Middletown, Ohio area this weekend, coming the 30th, 31st,
Candy.
it is the 5-year anniversary of the incredible brewery New Ales. So we will be celebrating our 5-year anniversary. We have 11 new beers coming on tap. We're calling it Fructose and Fog. So we'll have fruit beers and hazy beers that we've not had before. So I'm very excited about that. So live music on Friday night. We will have a guest appearance by one of our favorite beers on Saturday. We're not announcing what that one is yet, but
Okay.
yeah.
No,
So thank you.
appreciate that. Can you do me a favor? I know some people are listening. Oh, look at that. Tor, put your website on there.
Thank you, Tor.
Oh, newalesbrewing.com. That is it, right?
Yes.
Can you do me a favor? Can you see that screen?
Kind of.
Okay. You see these people?
Mm-hmm.
You see the amounts?
Well, not when you're doing that, but
But
yeah.
you see the amounts, right?
Yeah.
Each $5 is 2 names. So when I ask, read off the names, but go like for Dave, go Dave.
Dave.
Because he equals $10.
Oh, gotcha.
Each one's $5 super chat.
Okay.
So like Wilmington, you're going to tell me him 4 times.
Okay.
You don't have to say Wilmington 4 times. You can say Wilmington times 4.
Okay.
Just real quick for everybody that's out there. The samples here
Well, hold on.
for hashtags are you're going to get the unabridged, the rye, and the answer, Texas and Kentucky. So
What's going on?
the samples they're going to be getting are
They're gonna be
unabridged.
identical?
Yes, they're identical. Unabridged, Texas, Kentucky, and the rye.
Okay, so answer, unabridged, and the rye.
Yep.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Now, if Beth doesn't announce her name correctly times whatever, please let us know in chat. All right, Beth, go ahead.
Dave V twice.
Okay.
David Tanko once.
Okay.
Wilmington 4.
Okay.
Shauna twice.
Okay.
That's all I can see right now.
Okay.
Okay. Gandy once.
Okay.
Keith.
No, that's a question.
I got you.
That's a joke in itself, but
Michael once.
yes.
T.A. Scotty twice.
Okay.
That's all I can see.
Okay.
I'm squinting too, people.
Yeah, we got bad eyes.
I'm old.
All right, go ahead.
Rick Moreland once.
Okay.
Keith Glandon once.
You sure not twice?
Well, now twice because
Okay.
I put it in 2 different things.
Yeah, he
That's all I
has
can
he has
see.
a strategy.
Yeah. Jim
All right.
Phillips twice.
Okay.
Rye Guy twice.
Okay.
Stan once.
Okay.
William Hall twice.
Okay.
Show me the proof once.
Okay.
Crappy Cat once.
All right, good.
Is it crappy or crappie?
Crappie.
Crappie. Sorry.
We've been saying crappy all this time.
I
Jeff.
corrected myself.
So, all right, let's do the drawing for the drawing number 1 for the free giveaway. I hope, man, you guys are in for a treat. Whoever wins, that's all I gotta
I
say.
hope somebody wins. That's not nice.
Well, I hope I win if I put my name in it.
You can't.
So,
Marlene's my new best friend, though.
oh yeah, don't forget about poker night. We're gonna announce this on Thursday for those who just joined. We are gonna have a poker night on Monday night. We're running through some little beta stuff right now. We will fully announce it on Thursday as far as how to play. No cost to anybody.
Right now.
Yeah, but the winner will get the Cast 529 Wilderness Trail barrel pick. But we plan on doing 8 p.m. on Monday night as far as at the game. It won't be on a YouTube, by the way. It'll be like on Google Meets and through an app. But we're trying to we're gonna play a few games before we announce on Thursdays to make sure it works, but we think it works. Anyways, that being said, all right, let's put hashtag Texas up. There we go. And if everybody's in, we're going to do it. How many people are in? 37 with 43 on. That's pretty good.
Got to be here though.
Yep, got to be here. Here we go. Drawing number 1.
Come on, who's it gonna be? Cast
529. Congrats. Which, by the way, Matt made me think about this the other day. I figured something out on this drawing thing. That's a horrible pen.
I know, but somebody didn't give
You got markers. Anyways, what I've learned was, depending on how this thing spins, if there's more people than there are seconds, that say like, for instance, well, we have 35 people. Say like this thing spins for 20 seconds. It will not display all the names.
Oh no, but it goes.
It randomly chooses.
Right.
It doesn't go in order. It randomly chooses.
Right. Yeah.
But it may only see a random choice for like 15, 20 seconds, but you may not see all 30 some names.
Yeah.
I learned that because David B asked, he brought up like, hey, I didn't see my name. And so without me saying much, because I actually looked through it as to why, that was why.
But it does randomize it of all those names.
Yeah.
Correct.
It just doesn't show them all. Yeah, you're
It
right.
doesn't show them all depending on how many people join.
Right.
So
In my bedtime, kids.
yeah, so congrats, Cast 529. We're gonna do one more hashtag for the second drawing. Let me put that up in a second. Give me a chance here. Anybody wanted to chit chat about something else? Go for it.
529.
I got a question. What is the green rose on your hat?
The green rose on my hat. You mean that
Yes.
green rose? That is it's called an Irish rose. It's a type of hat. It's a Boston Scully, and it's just
Did the rose come with a hat?
no.
Oh.
It was separate, of course. But that's what it is. It's an Irish thingy.
Gotcha.
Now, don't take this as I know there's jokes when I did this. I just thought about it when I did it.
Oh gosh.
Well, there is.
There's always jokes.
Well, it's hashtag KY.
Oh my!
Okay. Hold on. It's for Kentucky.
I know.
Get that.
But I just realized that when I put it in there, I'm like, here comes the jokes.
So
It is hashtag KY.
and you will get the same thing here, which is the Milam and Greene rye, unabridged, and the answer, which
Can't
is
take you anywhere.
Kentucky and Texas. Oh,
Diddy.
jeez.
Hashtag Diddy.
Diddy, what's that?
Diddy?
Sean Diddy Combs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Sorry, it took me a minute.
it's not funny anymore.
No, it's not. But it is hashtag KY.
Wow. Oh man, I'll tell you what though, that Marlene's great. You know, she really
she's
is.
awesome.
She is such a down to earth person.
I'd love to go have a cocktail with her.
Yeah.
Borgner says he's like he's getting lubed.
But yeah, like I said, if you get a chance, get on their website in the morning and get you
Oh, I
started
probably
that.
will.
Roger Guy says you'll need some KY when you get your WH tattoo. I swear to not do that on purpose.
Diddy Yelly what?
I don't know what I said.
Hashtag Diddy Yo little blur.
Where are we at?
Down the bottom right there, David Tanko.
Hashtag Diddy. You know, I'm not very good at the license plate game either. I'm horrible at the really license.
That's a real sluck hashtag. Slick
The
probably.
stories we could tell, you, Mr. Richie J. We don't even do this crap on purpose. It just naturally just happens. So I just realized it when I was like, here we go. But,
Diddy oil blur.
what's
Diddy
that?
oil blur. Okay. Yeah, this baby oil.
What? What am I? What?
Just go.
Blur.
Yeah,
You're never gonna get it.
Blur. What's that mean?
The oil, the
Oil.
baby oil.
Blur.
Well, yeah.
I don't get it. Blur is like when you can't see something.
Have
Well,
another pour.
No, hold on. Can we not talk about it or something?
no, I mean, they found, I don't know how many bottles of baby oil.
Okay,
in
what
his
does
house.
blur have to do with anything?
Well, I
I think you're
mean,
in the blur because you've got so much baby oil.
Blurb?
Blur. You're
Blurry.
BLUR.
Blurry eyes, get it all over you, get it in your face,
Okay, let's.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm not getting it.
Obviously.
Hold
So
on.
many levels.
They put stuff in Diddy's oil to seduce their victims.
yeah.
Okay, I can believe that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, not to get on this Diddy subject.
Well, if you get it on your lens.
Yeah, if you get on your glasses, you can't see diddly.
Tell me to not just make that up right now. God bless, dude. That's awful. All right, let's do the second hashtag.
Yeah, because we got some studying to do real quick.
Well, if we can get that far, sure.
I don't know what this study is, but I'll probably be tapping out before that.
Hold on.
Got everybody?
There we go. Hashtag KY.
Okay. There it goes. Who's this one going to go to? And if it's Gas 529 again, it's going.
Crappy.
Crappy cat.
Oh, it's crappy.
I was right then.
But
I said crappie.
But he does have a fish, so I would have thought.
See,
crappie
I'm
too.
thinking crop. Yeah, as a fish.
Yeah. Did you know crappie was a fish? You did not even know.
Yes, I did. I've never had crappie in my life. Or crop. Is it crop?
He didn't know. It was
Yes, I did. I did. I'm an out.
crappie. Crappie is a fish, not.
You know what? I'm more outdoorsman than you realize.
Shall we talk about your camping trip?
No.
Camping trip.
It has a mode on his car for camping.
Anyways,
Considered that.
it's Louisville,
What's that?
not Louisville.
Yeah, it's Louisville.
Yeah.
It's Louisville.
So let's see. So we got one last thing to give away, and that's that hashtag.
Yeah, let me get that ready.
Yeah, the hashtag Texas, or what you?
No, we're done.
No, what was the
Super chats.
super chats?
That's no hashtag.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to pay for it, you numbskull.
All right.
Holy.
Super chat.
I got
Well,
that under control.
Okay. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Well, we can start talking about the movie while we're doing this.
Good. I've never seen it.
Let's see. So as far as the movie Stripes, which if you're going to be on Cast 529's trivia tomorrow night.
If you do Google and that Stripes, fun trivia will come up, and that's a good one to go off of.
Okay.
You just got to
I
hurry
don't
up.
know why you're whispering. You just told everybody.
No, they need to know. But I think I just caused dead air time with him looking that up.
Yeah, you did, because I was on a roll.
All right, we'll keep talking then.
Okay.
Bill Murray, Harold Ramis.
Yep.
Great movie.
And I have a question, and it's something you're probably going to have to Google it, and might be a good question for Shauna is, if you recall when they went on their little excursion and John Candy was doing the mud wrestling.
John Candy was in Stripes?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's how
It's
much I
an
know.
all-star cast, man.
Fit for duty.
All-star cast. As you and I just said. But the guy that was announcing the wrestling, I think that was Bill Murray's brother. If I'm not
How would you
mistaken.
possibly
I don't
that?
know. I'm gonna have to Google that and see, but I think that might be a good question if it is or not.
It's like nerd alert.
Well, yeah, but let's see what you could say. Like, what happened to Sergeant Hulka? You know, that caused him to not be there for their graduation. I don't know. Has anybody ever seen the movie? I mean, I know Shauna hasn't seen
I've
it.
seen it.
Oh
Charlie
yeah, a lot of
hasn't
people
seen it.
have. I hope they've seen it because the trivia's on tomorrow night
Yeah.
with that.
But yeah, John Candy was in there, Harold Ramis, Bill Murray. Let's see, Bill Murray, brother.
Yes, people are putting How's it going out? Eisenhower. Is this the mess hall? See, I've never seen it. So if you can go over some Q&As, that'd be great.
Well, I've lost internet.
Oh my God. All right. Well, we're going to do this duck race since he doesn't have any questions for y'all. Because it's right here on this website. I just told you. Fun trivia.
Okay.
How quick can you do that?
Doing it right now.
All right. In the meantime, we're going to do this. We are going to share screen. All right, here we go. Beth, since you are the guest, pick a number 1 through 9.
8.
8. So we're going to shuffle 8 times. 1 minute. Set.
What was the name of Bill Murray's character?
Where's the shuffle button at?
Turn off your music, though.
I'll shuffle characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. This is for the 12 bottle
blind,
all 100 proof.
Yep.
And here we go. It's a sack race, obviously.
So what was Bill Murray's character? What was his name?
Did you look at that website?
Yep, that's where I'm at.
Okay.
John.
No.
Yes, it is.
Isn't that answer right there on the thing on the website?
I just looked at it. It's his first name.
Aren't you going through the website?
I'm on IMBD.
No.
Brian
or Jeff.
Yeah, it's not giving me the answer. It's wanting me to answer it.
No, the answers are on the website. It's right here. So I don't know what's going on here. I'll do it in a second.
All right.
All right, 10 seconds left. Who's going to win? William Hall, you do not want to be in the lead.
There it is. I got it.
Well, hold on. We'll see who wins. It might be the right guy. It might be Tanko.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man, look at Rye Guy. Just takes some gigantic bounces.
The Rye Guy.
So he gets you know what's going to be? What's going to be nice? I get to ship him a bigger box. This gives me another reason to ship a bigger box. Because he'll get all 3 sets. Plus the other bottles that I'm going to give him. So congratulations, Rye Guy. You will get the 12 bottle sample.
Question. Did we see if Crappy Cat was here
What are you talking about?
for the last hashtag?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't see him come up. All right.
Yeah, he was. I highlighted it right here. Crappy Cat's right there.
No, I mean,
make sure
he's
present.
here or present.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure he's here.
All right. So Bill Murray's character was Winger.
So, congrats, Rye Guy, by the way.
Yeah, Winger. John Winger. I did not know
which is
that.
what I said.
John. Yeah.
Yeah, and then what was John Winger's occupation at the beginning of the movie? He's a cab driver.
Yep. He's a cab driver.
What did Russell suggest Winger could do instead of joining the army?
Join a monastery.
Never seen the movie, so I'm sure there's humor in that. Who played the part of Russell, John Winger's best pal?
Ramus.
Harold Ramis. Man, they had some good characters in here,
Mm-hmm.
or actors.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the platoon drill sergeant?
Hulka.
Okay. What was the last straw that made John Winger rethink his situation and led him to join the army?
Girlfriend left him.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's Bill Murray. It's like he had a girlfriend.
What was the last name of the bumbling captain in charge of the basic training company?
That was played by John Larroquette.
Okay. You're right. What was it called?
I did not know that. Stillman.
Yes. Here, put your phone down for a second.
Okay.
Let's see how you do.
Mm-hmm.
How did the drill sergeant get hurt right before graduation?
They were training and they lost a hand grenade, whatever they call it, and it blew up his post that he was on.
You're right.
Yeah.
What did Francis insist on being called?
Psycho. Or
And you have seen this movie.
yeah.
Winger's unit was sent to Europe on a special assignment. What were they sent there to do?
There's like it was an Italian motorhome that was I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, Garda Motorhome.
Yeah.
Good Lord, dude. How many times have you seen this?
I've seen it quite a few times.
You know, I've never seen it, right?
Yeah, you've said it like 4 times now.
No, have you seen it?
No, I've seen it. It's been years.
What was that
ago.
Goldie Hawn movie with her being
Private Benjamin?
that I've seen?
Not bad.
Well then,
I'm just saying. When the general asked Winger if his platoon had finished their training on their own, what was Winger's response?
That's a fact, Jack.
Is that where that came from?
Yeah.
That's it. That's where that.
Mhm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And what have they been doing is army training, sir.
What is the reply to the following question? Where is your drill sergeant, men?
Oh man, I remember he saying that. He was in somewhere. It was at the hospital that he was at. I can't remember.
sorry.
Cat just answered it.
Blown up.
Blown up, sir. Tanko just got it.
Oh, okay.
It says, yeah, it's because I guess it was part of. Are you telling me that your men completed your training on your own? He said, that's a fact, Jack. Didn't know that came from that. Who played the part? Phone down.
Yeah.
No cheating.
Yeah.
Who played the part of the drill sergeant?
I don't know. He plays in military characters quite a bit.
Warren Oates.
Yeah, I wouldn't guess.
Not to get confused with.
John Oates,
Thank you.
Hmm.
Of.
Daryl Hall,
Thank you.
and John Oates.
Thank you. What was the name of the vehicle that Winger and Russell stole to go to Czechoslovakia in?
That's what I don't remember. It was a motorhome, but
I think someone in chat said this. Earlier.
EM50. That's a CEM50.
Is that what they said?
Scroll down there.
That's as far down I can go. Oh,
EM50. Yep, there it is.
they got it. EM50. John Candy also starred in this movie. What part did he play?
He was a cadet, but
what the hell name is this? John Candy also starred in this movie. What part did he play? I don't get this answer.
He was a cadet.
Was it 2 people?
Harold got it again.
Well, Ox is what they called him.
Okay.
That was his nickname.
But he also starred in this movie. I guess this was a spinoff movie?
No.
Ox and Dewey, Oxburger and Oxburger and Dewey?
Maybe it's
Was that a movie?
weight loss program through the military.
Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, he was hoping to lose some weight or whatever. Yeah.
All right, well, finish this quote. How do they do that? Ooh, I wish I was a. I actually like this quote.
Say that again.
Finish this quote. How do they do that? Ooh, I wish I was a.
I have no idea.
Loofah.
Lufa. Okay.
You remember that now?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Who played the part of Captain Stillman? You answered that earlier.
Lurko.
Yeah. What does Winger give Stella in General Barnicki's kitchen?
Ice cream scoop.
No.
Spatula on the stove.
No.
A hickey.
No. Let's see if chat gets it. What did Winger give Stella in General Barnicki's kitchen?
Spatula.
Well, that all may be true, but I'm just going off of this answer. There's a specific treatment.
Whisk.
No, I know what. Yeah, I can't.
No.
Yeah, I can't think of what it is.
Yeah, special treatment. But what was that special treatment called?
Rummage treatment.
No, I can't believe they called it this. I don't think it would fly nowadays.
I'm sure.
It's called the Aunt Jemima treatment.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Mom got it. And Whiskey Bill. And Lip Silver Screw. And David B. And William. Oh, they all came in at that point. All right. Where did Winger and Russell have to go to rescue the rest of their unit?
Germany, Russia.
Nope.
went through-
Nope.
Berlin.
Man, you're not going to do well tomorrow night.
They had to go to Russia because they blew.
I'm just telling you what the answer says.
Not believe.
Well, we're about 10 seconds ahead of chat, and chat's going to get it here in a minute.
I don't. Czechoslovakia.
It's not Poland. Yes, it is Czechoslovakia.
Part of Russia.
Good job.
Yeah.
So it's called funtrivia.com. If you just Google that and Google stripes, I'm not sure that's where Shauna went, but that's where I go on Shauna's trivia.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, in the past, it has helped me on previous ones.
Yep.
And the other trivia, by the way, is going to be Cast 529. There's no way to study for that one.
No.
Either you know it or you don't.
You don't, right? And if Shauna's on here, if she has any special
she usually gives us
answers to the questions, maybe?
She usually gives us one answer per category.
Yep.
Shauna or Brian, if you're still on, pretty please.
Yeah, might be, might not be.
You know what? I'm surprised either one of them are awake.
I know.
You were told to keep them on short last night.
I didn't keep anybody up anywhere doing anything.
I know, but they were supposed to stay.
I know. We were on till after 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But it was a Sunday night.
There are times they're on till 3.
It was a Monday night.
There are times
Sunday.
I know, but Shauna and them, they had a lot to do at their.
Shauna.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What does 529 represent?
What?
Oh,
Man, come on. Everybody knows that. That's a softball.
That's the anniversary of their wedding day.
So, you know what? I dare someone to get that one wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody knows that one.
It's not the area code.
Yes, it is the anniversary.
It's anniversary.
Man, what a week for them, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, what an expensive week.
Yeah. Yeah, you got your barrel pick, you got your birthdays, you got your anniversary.
All right, and then May of 1929. That's not their anniversary. Oh, well, hold on.
May 29th.
Oh, my bad. No, mind. That's not what Show Me the Proof meant.
Oh.
He just translated it.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I just thought that's what he was joking about.
Okay.
Let's see if Shauna gives us any stripes questions. Hints, please. Mm-hmm. It gives everybody a benefit for watching tonight, if you don't mind.
Yeah, it does.
So we'll give her a minute to see if she will give us a hint on stripes.
That was my Austin.
Oh.
Table down here.
While Shauna's thinking about that, anything last thing? Thursday again.
Thursday is Mia Albal.
Yes, I can't wait.
Formerly of JT Mellick.
Yeah, she's a firecracker.
She is a firecracker. Yeah.
You know what? That will probably be one interview. I do not need to talk.
No, you don't.
She will, and I'm fine with it. I love hearing her talk.
You studied well, to be honest.
Oh, really? So we should do well, everybody.
All right.
And as a reminder, go to funtrivia.com and punch in Stripes, the movie. If you guys want to stay up even more.
Yeah. So this Thursday, right? Mia Albal. And then
what language is Russell teaching? That wasn't in our trivia. I don't know the answer to that.
Korean.
I thought you didn't see the movie.
I have seen the movie, Charlie. It's years ago.
Oh, my bad.
Well, that's a good question.
I don't know the answer. I was just making it up.
Oh, English. Is that correct?
There you go.
Oh, multiple people say English.
Huh.
So there you go.
Well, he was a teacher, wasn't
he? I might watch it tonight, but I'll fall asleep.
Yeah. If you see it, yeah. But next Thursday we've got Ed Bly.
Can't wait for that either.
We'll be sampling.
Jeff has hit out some bangers.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you, Jeff.
Yep. And then the following week after that, we have Whiskey Thief.
Oh, another banger.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you just rock.
And then the weekend after that, we've got Silver Belly with Maddie Jackson. Yeah.
The daughter of Alan Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, little bitty.
So, June's going to be, let's see, the 19th of June.
That's John Cougar Mellencamp.
No, little bitty. Yeah, Alan Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Little Ditty.
No, Little
Little
Ditty's
Bitty.
Jack and Diane.
Yes, Little Bitty. Yes.
I misspoke. The 19th, we have Jeff Knopf of Copperworks Distilling.
I don't know that one.
The 26th
Sounds like
is
Sounds like single malt to me.
the 26th is Silver Belly
Okay.
at the end of June. So yeah, June's going to be a good month of some good shows. And if a couple people come through that we need to, maybe we'll do something like we did tonight and throw it in on a Tuesday. But we'll play that by ear.
Yes, way to go, Jeff. I don't give you enough credit.
He does not give you enough credit.
I don't think I give you any credit, really.
You have on occasion.
Yeah, but I do. I appreciate you and all you do.
Wow.
What is the decanter behind you, Charlie? And same decanter. Oh, so this thing right here. Oh, shit. This thing here was given to me by my boss. This is
Boss's boss.
my boss's boss, actually.
Is it the same?
Well, one, go grab him. It's a different person. This one here is a 10-year-old bourbon. It's empty. It was an 86 proof at the time. It was from Louisville, Kentucky, the American Patriot Series. And this is of Benjamin Franklin. And what is that one of? At the bottom right here.
No.
Oh, is that
It
George?
looks like Washington.
I think that's George.
This is also rare antique American Patriot Series, 10-year-old, 96 proof, 86 proof. Bottled by Frankfurt Distilling Company.
I don't even know who these people are. I don't know how old this is. He bought this, I think, at an antique place, and it used to be bourbon in it, but it'd been kind of cool if it was bourbon in there. So yeah, so that's what that is. Thanks for the question.
Yeah.
Very observant.
Hey, Mr. Lopez.
Hey, yes.
Better late than never.
You know what? You should rewind it and watch the interview with Milam and Greene.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick. One last ticket item, and then we'll get off of the air. Shauna mentioned this last week that we're going to do a door prize, or we're going to participate in the door prize, which we are. All I got to say is temper down your expectations, because I'm trying to clean out our shelf.
Your donations that you're going to give for the door prize.
Yeah. So these have very little, no value, but it may be someone else's. You know, what was that? One person's garbage, another person's.
Yeah. The treasure. Yeah.
Treasure.
Trash and treasure.
Right. So some of these may be open bottles. There's one I'm looking over there right now is an unopened bottle, just because I got a backup bottle thinking I like the first bottle, and I don't like the first bottle, which is the OCD 5.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't like it.
Nope. Sorry.
And it was a pick from 21090.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. This wasn't my jam. I love OCD. I think what they have going on there is awesome. It just wasn't my jam. So anyways, we're going to give that away. Frank August small batch. I can see it from here.
Mm-hmm. There's two Baker's Mark.
And those Maker Marks are somebody else's.
Oh, okay.
So there is a cocktail kit from when I bought. You know, do you ever buy stuff on TV thinking it's a great idea at the time?
Never.
Right. And when you get it, you're like, So I did.
Not shocked by that at all.
It's these cubes. Apparently, all you need to do is put it in whiskey and put the cube in it, and it makes that cocktail.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how the cube melts. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it works. All I know is I have about 2 boxes thinking I was going to use both of them. I used neither one of them. So I'm going to give both of those away. And there's also a smoker kit. Don't need it. Don't want it. I don't like smoked stuff. So that's going to be given away. There's a few other bottles I can't see from here. But anyways, my point is, it's not going to be something extravagant, but it's going to be I figured the easiest way to get rid of it. So I have to ship it. Honestly, I'm being honest. The shipping it ain't cheap. It's just to give it away at the meetup. If you guys don't want it, that's fine. I won't be hurt. I'll just throw it away.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a few bottles.
You want to clean out?
Yeah, I need to clean out.
And these are bottles that I know I'll never go back to.
Yeah,
I need some shelf space.
Yeah, they're either ones that I've opened and had a couple drinks out of, or not opened at all. For whatever reason, just didn't do it. But
The wasabi peas are staying with me. Those are good.
Did you buy some of them?
I sure did.
They are good.
When we're on Baker's, yeah, and she was gnawing on those things like it was going out, and I went out and bought them. They light you up.
Yeah, they do.
They're pretty good.
They are. They're good.
What's the name? Oh, okay, we can go get it. Jeff, do you mind go get it? It's that orange thing. And I'm curious how it even melts. You know what? I might even read the instructions on it. And I don't know why I bought it because I don't do mixed drinks.
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I have no idea why I bought it. And you know what? It was on Bourbon School, and I was trying to just support them.
It's fair.
Yeah, I like those people.
It's a 12 days of Christmas.
12 days of Christmas. Oh, jeez. That's how old it is. MELIORA, forever. Meloria forever. Instant cocktails for whiskey. Oh, it's an Advent.
Yeah.
Kind of like Brian Shauna's I never went through. Well, it's not open. Let's see here. It has, oh my God, partridge in a pear tree. So thank Christmas right now, guys. God, I am so awful. I guess it just melts. Ingredients. Well, directions. Oh, okay, directions. Each calendar day will have a package of 2 instant cocktail cubes. Put both cubes in a glass with about 1 ounce of warm water. Oh, muddle it, stir it completely dissolved, then add your chilled whiskey of 2 shots. Oh, so 1 ounce of warm water is what it melts it.
Chilled whiskey.
Correct. After you're done.
Okay.
Basically to balance out the warmness of the, and then it says enjoy. But here are the 12.
He's got a good idea there too. Some
What?
coffee.
Coffee. What do you mean?
Coffee door prizes.
Coffee.
Oh. I will make some coffee, and Wilmington Piper makes some coffee too. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
You know what? I will make some coffee. And
It's
actually, I'm due for some coffee to be made anyways.
It's going to be a party.
It's going to be a party. So partridge in a pear tree, pear, cinnamon, lemon, Mr. Bitters, fig, and cinnamon bitters. That's number 1. I don't know if I really want to read all this. Anyways, it's just cocktails. Let me just tell you. There's 2 of these. That'd be door prizes. Among other, and a cocktail smoker.
Yep.
Everybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
And then some bottles. So like I said, it's nothing great, but it's something.
Yeah.
So anyways. Anything else, Jeffro?
No, I think we're good. Just we'll see everybody Thursday night, 8:00 with Mia.
All right. Anything you would like to add? I'm glad you could show up today. I'm glad we had it on Tuesday.
I just had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great.
Glad to be back.
Everybody say hello to Beth. Everybody say goodbye to Beth. All right, guys. Until next time, Charlie and I will see you guys on Thursday.
Charlie and Jeff and you will see you.
And then you know.
You said Charlie and I will see you.
I did?
Yeah.
I'll see you Thursday.
All right. All right, we can leave now. All right. See
Cheers,
you guys.
everybody.
All right,
Thanks
goodbye.
for coming.